Hi Wolf Scouts, I'm going to be your scout leader for this going forward. My name is Ben and I'm looking forward to having a great time with you guys. All right Scouts, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So I want everybody to put up your scout salute. If you're not in your uniform, you can put your right hand over your heart, but Sheldon and I, since we're in uniform, we're going to salute. I want you to repeat after me. I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of
the United States of America.
the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Scouts, hands down. All right, Scouts, we're going to do our Scout Oath and Law now. So I want everybody to put up your Scout sign and repeat after me. We're going to do our Scout Oath first. On my honor.
On my honor.
I will do my best.
I will do my best.
To do my duty.
To do my duty.
To God and my country.
To God and my country.
And to obey the Scout Law.
And to obey the Scout Law.
To help other people at all times.
To help other people at all times.
To keep myself physically strong.
To keep myself physically strong.
Mentally awake.
And
morally straight. Very good. Keep your hands up. We're going to do our Scout Law. So repeat after me again. A Scout is.
A Scout is.
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Loyal. Helpful.
Helpful.
Friendly. Courteous. Kind. Obedient. Cheerful. Thrifty. Brave. Clean. And reverent. Very good, Scouts. Hands down. All right, Scouts. We're going to talk a little bit about what those Scout Oath and Scout Law kind of is, but let's run through our Scout Oath first. So we say, on my honor, and that's kind of like a promise. So we're saying this is something I'm going to kind of hold true to myself. I will do my best, which kind of is the Cub Scout motto. You know, it may not be perfect, but give it a try, do as best you can. And then to do your duty to God, country, all that, is just kind of following through with your responsibilities. So maybe mom or dad ask you to take out the trash at home. So actually following through with what you're expected to do. And then to obey the Scout Law, obviously we want to obey all those. To help other people, it's always good to help somebody else out when best you can. So to help other people at all times. And then the last three, keep ourselves physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. So physically strong, right? We want to be nice, big, and strong and try to get some exercise. Mentally awake, trying to just learn new things. So maybe it's a small fact that you learn about something, but still trying to learn new things all the time. And then morally straight, keeping true to your core beliefs. And now we're going to do our Scout Law, but I've actually got a buddy of mine. He's going to come in with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about what the Scout Law means.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, everybody. I'm glad I'm here with you today.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the Scout Law. So how many words were there in the Scout Law? Do we remember?
I think there are 12.
I think you might be right. So let's kind of run through them and see maybe what you think they are, and what they kind of mean to you.
Okay, awesome.
All right, let's start with the first one. What's trustworthy mean? Or how do you interpret that?
Trustworthy to me is really about making sure that I'm honest with other people. I'm honest with other people. That's what it means to me. So what I have to do is I always have to make sure I follow through what I say.
Absolutely, that's a good one. All right, so we did the first one. Now, how about loyal?
Loyal is about that people can depend on me. If I'm loyal to somebody, it means that I'm always there for them.
All right, and then what's helpful?
Helpful is I'm helping people out. You know, without asking, I take out the trash or I do the dishes.
How about friendly?
Friendly, so for me, friendly means that anybody I meet, whether I like them or I don't, I still treat them as a friend.
Oh, very good. Well, trustworthy, helpful. How about courteous? That's a tough one.
Courteous is a tough one, Ben. For me, courteous is I'm doing something to help somebody, but I don't expect a thank you. I don't expect any at all. I don't expect a thank you for doing that or this or that. I'm just doing it because it's the right thing to do.
That's a good one. So then how's that different from then like our next one, which is kind?
How's that different? Well, it's kind of the same thing, believe it or not, right? So kind is I'm doing kind things. Before I do an action, I think to myself, is this kind, right? I think to myself, is this skit going to be kind at a camp, or is this song going to be kind? Or will it be kind if I always get the same person out in Gaga Ball?
Yeah, that's a good one. And then, so we did, what's our next one? Obedient?
Obedient is all about making sure we're listening to our family's rules. So making sure we're listening to our family's rules, when is bedtime, when is electronics off. Like even at my house, nobody's in charge of me but me, but I still have a time when I keep my electronics off because I gotta go to bed.
All right, I think we've hit on some good ones. Let's keep going. How about cheerful?
Cheerful is a good one. For me, cheerful is all about no matter what I'm doing, no matter how my day's going, the moment I see somebody else, I'm always positive because I never know what their day's like. And because I don't know what their day is like, I want to make sure I'm positive because I've had times when I've been sad and someone comes up to me being mean or sad and it makes me worse. But when someone comes up to me being positive and cheerful and I'm sad, it makes me more cheerful.
Oh, and then this is the other one that I always have difficulty with. What does it mean to be thrifty?
Thrifty, that is a hard one. When I think of thrifty, I think of thrift shops. Right? Thrift shops are like secondhand goods where somebody wanted it, but then they gave it to them to donate, and you go and buy it. Somebody may have worn that, or somebody may have drank out of that glass, but you're gonna buy it, clean it right so that way there's no germs, and you're gonna use it, and it's gonna cost less money, so you're saving money.
That's good. And that could be with clothing, but we could be thrifty with other things, right?
Yeah, like glassware, or I definitely was thrifty with a lot of my camping gear, you know, borrowing it from friends, saving that time, or even saving time for thrifty.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Instead of taking out one trash at a time, I grab all the trash in my house. I try to be Superman and put them all, or like my groceries, I put every single grocery bag in my arms,
of course.
and I walk in as hard as I can.
Yep. All right, so I think we got, what, 3 left?
Thrifty, brave, yeah.
So brave, yeah. So what about brave?
Brave is a tough one, because whenever someone asks me what brave is, they always think that you have to go jump out of airplanes, or you have to go climb up that rock wall. No, you just gotta try it.
Right.
Being brave isn't just about doing like extreme things. Being brave is trying a new fruit or vegetable, or trying a new food you never liked before. Because like for instance, like I never liked pho, but then one day I was brave and I tried pho, and I love it now. Yeah. Or being brave is like, you know what? One year you went 2 feet up the rock wall, and next year you went all the way to the top.
Yep.
You keep trying no matter what.
All right, how about clean?
Clean is really important, especially for scouts. We always gotta make sure we keep our bodies clean by taking showers, taking baths, washing our hands, especially during this time, but always keeping clean our language as well.
And then we got our final one, how about reverent?
Oh, that's a hard one too, Ben. Coming out with all these hard ones.
I know.
Reverent for me is all about being reverent towards God. The scouting always has our reverent because we want to make sure we belong to some sort of church so that way we can have those ideals that our church brings us.
Very good. I think we hit on some really cool points with our scout oaths and our scout law.
Definitely. Now here's a cool part. I have an awesome activity with those craft sticks. Why don't you get your craft sticks ready and join me, Sheldon, and my other den leader, Sarah, for an awesome activity. Okay, Scouts, now that we've learned all the different points of the Scout Law, I brought Scout Leader Sarah back, and what we're going to do is a little activity. We wrote the Scout Law on 12 of these craft sticks. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw them on the table, and we're going to see who can put them together the fastest and in the correct order, of course. Are you ready, Sarah?
I don't know, I'm a little nervous because I know you know the Scout Law better than I do.
Yeah, we'll see who can do it faster and who can do it the correct order. All right,
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1, go! Done.
Done.
Right. All right, Scouts, let's go ahead and let's find out who did it right. Now, if you remember how to say it, go ahead and say it with me. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. All right, Sarah, way to go getting them all in order.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if I did it. Remember, I was done first. Let's see if I was good. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous. Uh-oh. So courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean. Oh no. And reverent. Oh man. I got 3 wrong.
That's okay. Do you think you did your best though, Sheldon?
I definitely think I did my best. Thank you for that, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that we've all learned our cool craft stick game, I really hope you guys learned something awesome today about the Scout Law and Oath. But before we go, I want to make sure I show you something else that's really awesome, our Scout handshake. So all you do is you take your thumb and your 2 fingers and go like that, and you go straight in and shake someone's hand, always with your right hand. All right? And you just go ahead and shake their arm, look at them. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Right?
Thanks to Sarah and Sheldon for that great activity with the craft sticks. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week where we're going to learn about the great outdoors. And speaking of the great outdoors, one of the great things you could do is come to one of our Northern Star Scouting's fall day camps, where you could maybe shoot a bow and arrow, maybe shoot a BB gun, play some gaga ball, have a great time. If you're interested, talk to your mom or dad or an adult and have them pull up the flyer, and you can see if some of those dates or locations maybe work for you and your family.